So let's continue working with the styling for this header. Here I'm going to add a block, and here and this will tell, well, to myself, like a note for myself, that the upcoming styles are for the header. So if you remember, in the header we have this class site header, so we can target this header, site header, and then we can add something like a border bottom. If you take a look at the design, you can see that we have this line. So we're gonna add 1 pixel solid, and the color is going to be 0, C1, C1, C1. So let's save this and reload. Now you can see that we have this line right here. So next we need to add a padding button of 30 pixels, so we have some separation right here between this line and this content. Then we're gonna add, or we're gonna target the logo. We're gonna dip with the logo, and remember that this is right here. We have this class with the logo, and we're gonna text align, center, reload. Now you can see that this will center the logo. And also, well, it's a good idea. For example, when I want to move this logo based on the size, but first I want to make the logo a little smaller. So you can add something like deep logo IMG, or also you can use the class that we have here. So kind of IMG logo image, and we're gonna set a width of 250 pixels. You can see that the La Pizzeria logo is right there, something like the design that we have here. So for example, I can copy this, paste, and before I paste, I'm gonna add a media only screen and min width. This is the way that you target different sizes. For example, this is a standard size for a tablet, like an iPad or something like that. So you can copy this and paste, and I'm gonna change the size right here, 992, and I'm gonna align this to the center. So I'm gonna show you what this code does. Reload. You can see that this is on the center. If I make this smaller, you can see that this is on the left. So we have these properties being applied. And if I make this smaller, you can see it goes back to the center. Now we have this deep logo, text align center. So using these media queries, you can have full control over how you display some content in your website. That's something really cool, I have to say. And let's continue working. If you take a look, we added this site header, and then we have this container. So we're gonna target that, but we're gonna target that section you see in media queries. So we're gonna open the style.css, and we're gonna add, I'm gonna copy this media, paste right here, and I'm gonna change the selector. I'm gonna add header, site header, and then we're gonna add the container. Then we're gonna add a position relative, and inside here I'm gonna open the header, and I want to target this div. So we're gonna add again header, site header, header information, and I'm gonna add position absolute. So this will be only apply when we are in the size for a tablet, then top 0 and right 0. So let's save this and reload. Now you can see that we place the address and the phone, and also the social networks to the right, something similar to this. And if I make this smaller, You can see that we have the logo, and at the bottom we have the menu and the address for this place. So next I'm gonna target the address that we have here. So we are gonna add div address, and I'm gonna display this using block, clear both, and a padding top of 10 pixels. Save this and reload. You can see that we added more separation. Then I'm gonna add again div address. And if you remember, I set up these paragraphs. So we are gonna target the paragraph. We're gonna add margin 0 and font size 40 pixels, and finally text align center for the mobile version. And I'm gonna target, or I'm gonna using this media query again, and we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna set this to text align right. So let's save this and reload. Now you can see that the address and the phone number are center. You can see that we have text align center. And when we reach this point, 768 pixels and above, you can see I set up this to min width. It's going to be aligned to the right. So this is the idea of the mobile first approach in responsive web design. You add the media queries when you want to make some changes in how the content is being displayed. And normally you add the CSS thinking like this was a phone starting from the smaller device and then growing and growing, and then you use the media queries to display the elements wherever you want to display the elements in your website. So we're gonna continue practicing more and more. You can see that this part is almost done. We have the logo, it's being displayed in the correct place. We also have the address and the phone number. In the next video, we're gonna start working with Font Awesome. I'm gonna download the library, and we're gonna add the library into our theme before we continue working.